Well, hello again. This is round 3 of 4. And this is my long awaited review on Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I rewatched this for the second time on Wednesday. And I have a much better appreciation for this film than I did the first time. But I really did enjoy this film both times. But this one just hit a little bit harder. So, this is the story of a new family who moves to Oklahoma because one of their relatives passed away. So they moved to Oklahoma, and it turns out their relative is Egon Spangler, played by Harold Ramis. And I will definitely get into that very soon. So this story is very, very small scale, and unlike any of the Ghostbusters before. So you have like Finn Wolfhard in here and McKenna Grace as the two teenagers, and I really do enjoy their camaraderie between each other because they play brother and sister. And they really don't feel like they could fit into like this small town in Oklahoma called Somerville, I want to say. Well, I'll have to look that up, but I think it's Somerville. I was thinking about that movie with Matt Damon, but anyway. So they move into this new town, and they feel like outcasts at first. But they start forming new friendships, and they all come together in the end. So McKenna Grace is pretty much the standout in this film because it focuses more on her, because she is very, very shy, and you don't know what is wrong with her, but she finds like Ghostbusters equipment, much specifically a PKE meter, and it just gives you signals that there's like a ghost around. So the PKE meter goes off, and she senses a ghost in her room, and they both start playing chess, and that's when this movie starts to get a little bit emotional, because it turns out it's Egon playing chess with her, and he's looking after everybody. So, yeah. But the main baddie in here is like a reimagining of the original baddie in Ghostbusters. And I really did enjoy that aspect of this film a lot. Because that villain in the original Ghostbusters is so iconic, and you know exactly who it is. It's Gozer and Zool. So, pretty much the same climax as the original, but it just dives a little bit deeper into this town, where it's actually sitting on a fault line, and there is an earthquake throughout the runtime, and it actually unleashes all of the ghosts in the mine. So it's up to these guys to save the day. And he also, I even forgot to even mention Paul Rudd in here. So Paul Rudd actually comes in as like a summer school teacher, and it becomes closer with this family. And I really like his character quite a bit, because he's kind of a goofball, and he's like a science teacher that just like watches classic 80s horror films. He watches Cujo and Child's Play, of all things. I just thought that was a little bit of a nostalgic treat for me. But anyway, I really do enjoy all of the characters in here. And when we get to that climax, it's very much identical to the original, where Gozer finds two people and the two characters get possessed and they become dogs. It's very iconic. What's more iconic? The actual Ghostbusters make their long-awaited cameo. And they are just as good as they are in the original. So, you know who else makes a cameo that like really tears you up? Harold Ramis shows up as a ghost. And it is very, very... It's emotional, man. But it's kind of satisfying, like, how they handled that. Because Harold Ramis was such an awesome, awesome dude. And it was hard for me to, like, hear that he passed away. So, when this movie comes to an end, he crosses over and it says, "For Harold." I'm like, oh. But I really, really do enjoy this movie quite a bit. And I'll definitely talk about Frozen Empire here in a minute. But I would give this an A. Not as good as the original, but it is very, very close. So, those are my thoughts on Ghostbusters Afterlife. One more review for you guys. So I'll go ahead and get that going here in a minute. But otherwise, that's all I got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in a minute for my Ghostbusters Frozen Empire review. Adios. Peace. And go bust some ghosts.